It's really hot, guys, in this immersion suit. I'll tell you that.
Man, I forgot how this was.
Immersion suits for the first major water crossings of the trip.
I'm born!
We're departing Denmark for Scotland.
Oscar Delta Alpha, your clearance?
Go ahead, Oscar Delta Alpha.
By Copenhagen Control, cleared Wick via Vaxit flight.
Thereafter from Sunderborg to Echo Golf Papa Charlie, which is Wick.
This was also the start of controlled dehydration. Can't not have tea in Scotland. You guys having coffee?
I do have a black coffee over here.
Yeah? But up until now my bladder has been okay.
Yeah.
I've been following
But now we do have the 4 hours flight.
Don't jinx it
4
now.
hours 15, 4:30 something.
After Echo Golf Papa Charlie, we go to Reykjavik and sleep there tonight.
That's country number 3 today for you. No, 4, Denmark, right? Austria, Czech Republic, Germany, and now Denmark. Number 5 will come up. And then number 6, Iceland.
We're ferrying 2 Diamond aircraft across the Atlantic. I'm in a DA-62 with Martin, and Micke is 15 miles behind us in a DA-42. This leg of the trip takes us from Denmark to Wick, Scotland. We're flight planning with the latest and greatest technology from Flight, and we're rocking Garmin avionics, but it's not lost on me the historic path we're taking. The infrastructure that we are greeted with in Wick definitely was reminiscent of World War II. Gotta do a sticker in here. Look at that wall, man. That's impressive. Everybody's been here.
Is it good to be back?
It's kind of a dream coming true.
Yeah, Mickey's doing it by himself this time. First time. That's pretty awesome, man.
Alright, but at least you've got Martin with you, which is good.
You can scream across the frequency. Which I do.
Was it this desk from the Second World War? Original? Yes, it is.
Right.
Here's the thing for the pipe.
We'll see you soon.
Yes! I'll be back.
Here you got some castle down there if you see it.
You want to take it actually so I get some footage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You have control?
My controls.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a nice castle there over the right.
Before we could do all this overwater flying, it was critical that we made sure that our immersion suits were fitted properly.
This one is Martin's. This one looks pretty big.
Do they say sizes on them?
I don't know. It's the second time for me. What I smell.
Smells like sweat?
Yeah. I think you should remove the watch.
Yep.
It makes it hard to get in.
And you have to sleep all night tonight with this one.
For training?
For training.
Yeah. So what's your biggest concern?
But the biggest concern is like, what if both of them fails and the water?
Yeah.
It's, I think it's more, you could survive a water or a ditching, but being there in the water and having the raft up, not getting into the raft, this is actually the thing I'm kind of afraid of. Because if you manage to survive all that, then you don't survive because you don't get into the raft.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest concern actually.
Flip it over. Okay, now we close it. So you close that one backwards. Okay. What about the neck? Is that sealed? Yeah? Okay. So now go into your knees, compress yourself, and you should feel like a balloon.
I can feel it blowing out here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It might even be that this one's ripped.
Oh, there you go.
So this, because this side feels okay. So just stay in the water like this.
Yeah. Anyways, you should be
Mine is tight.
So you're blowing up like a balloon? Yeah, I'm not blowing up. I'm blowing it out this arm. Yeah, so the problem I've got, this one is ripped. So it's not sealing, so it's blowing the air out. And it needs to seal like a gasket.
Oh man, it's even hard to get out.
Martin grabbed a suit belonging to one of the other ferry pilots to let me borrow.
Oh, perfect. Just do that again.
Squat and inflate.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's go flying. This is the departure from Denmark.
Very good. I'm fine. Make release. 55. 5 minutes ahead of time. Very good.
Airspeed's alive. Temperature and pressures are good. little aggressive rotation. Alright, no chance of landing, gear coming up, positive rate.
Copy it.
Climbing for 95.
Heading green, level change green, altitude 8, level 8, 0 is set, and transition altitude is 3000.
Outbound flight, again standard, you get the ATC clearance on ground. Uncontrolled in the beginning, switches over to... Yeah, okay. You know that better than me.
Skillstrip approach.
Skillstrip approach.
And I dig into the NOTAMs to see which kind of areas are active. Well, you have to read that. That's not so easy. I want to have a Canadian on the table.
Skillstrup.
Okay, good.
Skillstrup.
And you leave out to Artex Point, which is the border point to Scottish FIR. If you get into Scottish, it's uncontrolled. They will ask you again which kind of service do you require, whatever you want to have, basic service, traffic service, whatever.
What do you take?
I usually have basic service or traffic service. Right?
For the sake of people in North America that don't know what this means.
No, not at all. We don't need it either. No, this is some very British thing. Yeah, we don't have this on the continent. This is some kind of level of uncontrolled ATC services what they give you. Basic service is just, well, they follow you, and then traffic service they give you traffic advisories, and then they have deconfliction service, so they give you vectors around the traffic and so on, which you then have to follow. It's complicated.
I take the basic one.
The basic is the easiest.
So you're doing your own traffic separation?
More or less, yes. Yeah, because we're totally uncontrolled.
Oscar Delta Bravo identified airborne 06. Contact now Scoot for approach 124.1.
Airborne 06 and Skillstrup approach 124.1. See you next time, Oscar Delta Bravo.
Bye bye.
This is where we are. This is a military airport, actually, this one here. And Micke and me, we have an ongoing joke on that because it's just, he's Swedish, yeah, so for him it's easy to, well, it's still Danish, but for him it's easier to pronounce that. This is very hard. This Yankee Delta Sierra Tango Romeo.
All in a row.
This Delta is not, Skillstrup is okay, but this Delta, this T in there.
Yeah, like
my tongue hurts.
Like I was saying, just listening to the radio.
Alpha standby for higher, F-16 working above you.
Yeah, we maintain flight ratio when reaching. And give way to the F-16 for sure.
This special flight plan, this detour that we have in here, is because we have two big military areas, and this is called Moray.
And what do they do?
Sorry, Scottish for my bad accent. Moray, we call it. They will be open by NOTAMs, so we can see tomorrow what will be open. If nothing of this is active, we can make a direct to Wick. If anything is open and active, yeah, we need to avoid that. And that flight plan here avoids everything. Yeah, so this is the most conservative flight plan we can have. And then we will see in flight and check the NOTAMs in flight what we can do. They have activations by altitude and they have activations by time. So if, for example, we reach that point before the opening time of this area, yeah, we can even pass through.
Oscar Delta Bravo standby for higher due to F-16 working above you. The preceding was requesting flight 120 as final level. What is your final level?
120 if possible, Oscar Delta Bravo.
Delta Bravo, yeah.
That's cool, F-16 working above me. If they want to do some intercept training, I'm here.
But this is cool, like you don't mess around, you read the NOTAMs. Like so many people look at this amount of noise and they just can't absorb it.
I know where to look at which ones.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. You got the knowledge to know.
And I'm totally surprised we do not have 809 Moray or 613 Central active today, which means that we can go direct.
Checking in again over the North Sea. Exactly in the middle between Denmark, the Netherlands, UK, Scotland and Norway. Steve and Martin are about 26 miles ahead of me. We got a nice direct. Martin coordinated that, and then I also got it. It was a 400-mile direct. Now we're going direct to destination. Very nice.
Okay, so we are in the middle of the North Sea.
Correct. On our way from Denmark to Wick, here northeasterly corner of Scotland. A very famous airport though. Big tradition and history, and a lot of ferry pilots use Wick as fuel stop.
So at this stop we're going to go to the bathroom, but we don't get to get out of our sweat bags, eh?
Yeah, that's correct.
We also have a life raft on board and had thought through the contingency plans in case we needed to ditch.
And ditch at the oil rig. That would be the smartest, because then they see you and then they could save you.
Micke did a really good job expanding on this in the episode that he published on his channel about this trip, so I won't expand on it further here. So then we have a sat phone.
We do have a sat phone.
And Micke behind us, same thing, he has a sat phone.
Same thing, right.
The only thing he doesn't have that we have is weather radar and icing.
Correct.
The icing.
Correct. Yeah.
That's kind of why we're the leader.
So this is where we are leading out and checking the weather for him. So as we lost Copenhagen, yeah, I'm continuing now with Scottish.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha.
They're calling.
Oscar 863 Bravo, how do you copy?
Scottish, Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha, how do you read?
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha, this is 863 Bravo. We are relaying a message from Scottish, just seeing if you are on the frequency.
Yeah, I just changed over as lost radio contact now with Copenhagen and I'm back on your frequency. Tried to get the Scottish control. 863 Bravo from Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha. Thank you. Go ahead with the relay.
No worries, Scottish, did you copy the message?
Logan 863 Bravo, I did. Thank you. Just 1 second standby. Break Logan 92 Papa Juliet, Sunbro 131.3, service short for Scottish terminate. Bye bye.
Sunbro 131.2, service terminate.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha, this is Scottish, do you read me?
I read you 5 now, Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha, thank you. Squawk 7222, please, with ident.
7222, and ident Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha.
Logan 863 Bravo, thanks very much for your help there.
No worries, 863 Bravo.
Cool, okay, so you had just flipped over when this conversation was happening, they were going to try to relay to us.
Right.
So I guess we should probably do fuel now, huh?
Yeah, we could actually reach even Wick.
Echo Uniform Delta Alpha, thank you. You're identified. You're outside controlled airspace at the moment. Do you know what service you're requesting outside controlled airspace?
We request basic service for Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Alpha, please.
Oscar Delta Alpha, roger. Copied, it is a basic service. And do you know if your colleague behind you is on frequency?
Yeah, I can relay to him on company frequency. It's a little bit hard to get it out there in the low altitudes. I will check with him.
Yep, you're just about now coming into my radio coverage. I've seen you on radar for a while, but radio coverage is pretty poor out there.
Right, do you want me to give him a squawk?
He's wearing the right squawk at the minute, so that's all good. But as long as he's listening on this frequency and when he can hear me, if he can just let me know.
Okay, I will tell.
Scottish, good afternoon. Sorry, good morning. Go Jet 2. I've been asked to give you a call. You need a relay.
Be careful, Martin.
Go.
I've got contact with Scottish already, and he asked you to be on the frequency. He has you on radar now.
Okay, and I'm changing.
So when I get this unrolling again, I guess we can talk about basic service.
Oh no, that's a bad idea, because I have no clue.
Okay.
But we can talk about it.
This is what most people feel, right?
Scottish, good morning. You're outside controlled airspace. What service are you requesting outside?
Basic service.
Oscar Delta Bravo, roger, it is a basic service. Thank you.
It's just like, I don't know what the hell it means, but I'm asking for it. So if it's like not basic service, are you going to pay something or?
Oscar Delta.
No.
Can I take your estimate for Wick, please?
The estimate for Wick is 1138 for Oscar Uniform Delta Alpha.
Thank you. And Oscar
Final
Delta
approach fixed.
Right, so you subtracted a couple minutes from...
Yeah, I just already activated the Arnav approach via Almond because it's really straight in.
Another pretty serious aspect of the planning for a trip like this is considering the point of no return. That's something I'll cover more in the next episode that gets us to Iceland and Greenland, but for now we touched on it briefly, which I thought was interesting.
We do have possibilities. For example, if we have very strong headwinds to Iceland, we could go here into Vaga for refueling, or so Faroe Islands, or here into Esteliadir, Bravo India Echo Golf. right? But reaching Reykjavik is a very doable task, I would say. Yeah. So this is something you can easily do. And then you decide in Reykjavik actually what is the next step. Is the weather doable on the next day to cross the Atlantic? And if not, you always have the possibility to delay a day.
Right.
Yeah. You're not in a hurry, you don't have passengers. Yeah. So then you just wait. Stand by short, please.
We'll go.
The point is about these services here in uncontrolled airspace, right? They give you certain kind of services to different grades, yeah, and the higher you request, yeah, the more information he has to give you, and the more you have to comply with, right? So if it does a deconfliction service to you, he will give you a vector. If there's a traffic around which deconflicts you, it gives you a vector. You have to fly it, right? If you just get a basic service, it gives you the information about the traffic, but you still can decide what to do, right? So the higher you go, yeah, the more responsibility he takes, right? And we are so super equipped with transponders and ADS-B in and out, and we're still having good VHF contact. So
yeah,
I would do it differently on the island, right? So there's more traffic around.
Okay, great.
Micke, go.
Yeah, if you take a look at the approach chart of Wick, it says 80 on 113.6, but you will never ever get a 113 frequency into the comm. That looks like the nav frequency.
This is correct. This is modulated on the navigation frequency of the Wick VOR.
Having to use a nav radio to listen to that ATIS is a potential gotcha, but I thought it was pretty cool that the FlightChops alert specifically helps get ahead of that.
Yeah, you feel it very seldom, but it works the same way.
Well, good learning moment here.
That's interesting.
My North Atlantic Bible. This is here. What's this frequency?
And Scottish Oscar.
I never remember this frequency.
Go ahead, sir. I request also to cross the controlled airspace on level 120. Oscar Delta Bravo, yeah, you are also cleared to cross controlled airspace.
131560.
Level 120. Yes, copy. Thank you very much.
131560. And this is Far North Aviation, our handling agent over there.
Yes.
And we give them a call.
Wick is normal controlled, but not with radar, so it's up to position reporting. If weather permits, cancel IFR before the approach clearance, which reduces our costs a bit.
Okay, and we're going to Far North Aviation, I believe.
Far North Aviation, correct. You taxi in here, and so usually 3-1 is in use. You taxi in on Charlie, Bravo, and then please park on the north side of the apron and close to Maya.
Oscar Delta Bravo, Scottish radar service terminates. Escort conspicuity Alpha 2000.
Squawking 2000 and radar service terminated. Oscar Delta Bravo.
And Oscar Delta Bravo, you can contact Wick approach now 119.705.
Over to Wick 119.705. Have a nice one. Oscar Delta Bravo. Bye.
Bye. Bye again.
Alright, there it is, one notch.
Wick, good afternoon, Oscar. Uniform Delta Bravo, passing level 40, descending 1,800.
You get the land gears down, flaps
Information
3 greens, no red light, parking brakes are released, and flaps is still in takeoff position.
Yep.
And whenever you're ready,
approach,
yep,
now
flaps too.
information uniform. QNH 1032, runway 31 in use.
Super on time, half an hour before time.
From Wick and type of service required.
Nice.
QNH
So I step out of the pedals now.
Service requested as a basic one, and
Slight right crosswind.
distance from Wick is 24 miles. Oscar Delta Bravo, jet basic service, so what type of approach do you require? We will request the visual approach of Bravo. Oscar Delta Bravo, roger. Confirm, are you still IFR? Yeah, by the way, we're cancelling IFR. Delta Bravo, roger. IFR flight cancelled at time 1141. Continue VFR basic.
Flaps identified, flaps coming up.
IFR cancelled 1141 and continue VFR basic service on Delta Bravo.
Minimums.
If we would have Been still IFR, and the weather would have been bad. That would be the minimums. Two white, two red. So 3 green, clit land, flaps landing.
And again, like the last episode showed my approach back-to-back with Micke's here, you can see that I didn't need to aim as short as I did. There's no need for that. It's been a lot of fun to relive this adventure while editing. The next episodes will bring us to Iceland, Greenland, and then all the way across to Canada. And again, I can't thank sponsors and Patreon supporters enough for helping create this content. It's a ton of work, but I'm happy to do it. And until next time, keep your flight chops sharp.
You want to try that?
So this is the how to make your face not turn blue thing. Is this something that like he came up with on his own?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's
German
smart.
engineering.
Okay, so this is it. This is working. You roll it around.
Oh yes.
Now I have
Steve gets color in his face again.
yeah, that was tight. So now when I fart, it just comes straight up to my nose.
Super. Yeah, keep it with you.